Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about many different topics. It is going to be a very heavy loaded video because there's so much that is going on within Barcelona. We are going to be revolving around Ansu Fati, the renewals of Gavi and Araujo. We're going to also speak about Joan Laporta and him defending this club, and also speak on the players that has been rumored to come to Barcelona in this coming summer of 2022. But first, let's talk about Ansu Fati, because yesterday Ansu Fati did participate during the training session. He did train with a total of 20 minutes with the first team, which is great. Now, the only reason why he was able to train with the first team for a total of 20 minutes, it is because yesterday Ansu Fati did go to Sports City and he was over there to do some medical tests to basically confirm that yes, his recovery is going well and that he should be implemented slowly throughout these training sessions. And that is what we did see yesterday. So now that he does have this clearance and he has trained with the first team for a total of 20 minutes, they have also said, and it does say here, according to Helena Condis, the expectation is that following the test results, Ansu will start training with the first team and be available to Xavi in maybe possibly 2 weeks time, which basically means that yes, he is going to be missing the next match against Sevilla. He will not be in the game against Frankfurt for the Europa League, and everything does indicate, like what we have been saying before, that he will be debuting against Levante. And if hopefully if everything does go well, we can finally see the best version of Ansu Fati. Like many of us have been dying to see Ansu Fati really blossom in this Barcelona team, and especially knowing that we finally do have a great manager. Like, who knows what this player is going to be like and how good he's going to be under Xavi Hernandez. And you look at how Ansu Fati was presented yesterday, the players were so happy to see him back. The coaching staff were also so happy to see him back, and that is what we do want to see happen to this youngster here, because we really do care about this player. Ansu should be in a environment like this where players are always trying to hype him up, make him feel like he's part of this team and what they got going on. So let's cross our fingers, ladies and gentlemen, because yes, let's get ready for a front three of Ansu Fati, Memphis Depay, or Dembele, or maybe Aubameyang, Dembele, and Ansu Fati. Ferran, Ansu, Dembele. It's going to be a wild thing to see, and I just hope that in the end everything does go well and he puts these injuries behind him. Now let's talk about the renewals of Gavi and Araujo, because look, like I have said, Joan Laporta did have an interview yesterday with Rack 1, and he had and showed a lot of clarity and calmness when it came to the renewals of Araujo and Gavi. And so it does say here, this is what Joan Laporta had to say about the renewals, and I quote, "Renewals of Gavi and Araujo are on the right track. They want to continue at Barcelona, and for us, they are two very important players. But you have to understand that Barcelona has certain salary limits, like the new signings that will come." So this is basically showing that Barcelona do see value in these two players, and that he is confirming that everything is going well. One of the main reasons on why it is taking so long, it is because of financial reasons. Gavi and Araujo are clearly, yes, demanding for a better contract than what they currently do have, and Barcelona are currently studying the highest offer they could give to these two players. We also do have Fabrizio Romano stating, and I quote, "Negotiations between Barcelona and Gavi's representatives regarding the extension of the contract are in the final stages, and there should be one more meeting to finalize the deal." There's a lot of optimism within the club. So just like Ansu Fati, just like Pedri, Gavi and Araujo are the future of this club. Yes, these are the four players that we should be revolving around, which is Ansu, Pedri, Gavi and Araujo. And look, this is also something that I have been wanting to say, right? And I really do hope that this is the case. I really do hope, and I want to believe that Barcelona are in the correct path. Meaning, right, I do not want to see, and I do not want to know that Barcelona are trying to negotiate with Gavi and Araujo and many of these other players based off because they want to bring in Erling Haaland. I really hope that is not the case. Like, the one thing that Joan Laporta and Mateo Lamán should be prioritizing, it is going to be Gavi and Araujo over anything else. I don't care if it's Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, or any other great player out there in Europe, or Lewandowski, none of them. And so yes, we should put Gavi and Araujo before Salah, Lewandowski, Erling Haaland, and all of these players that we have been linked with, because these are two players that have already given and have proven that they are the future of this club. There is no reason to disrespect these two players only because we want to bring in someone like Erling Haaland. We need to put these two players first, and I hope and I want to believe that Barcelona are looking at this in the exact same way. And the other thing is this, like, look at what Luis Enrique has been doing with the Spanish national team. Like, he has been having two interiors within that midfield that does consist of Pedri and Gavi. Like, how do you not want to see that continue through the blood of Barcelona? Like, you want to maintain this type of consistency within these two players, to have these type of players together always and forever in the Spanish national team and in Barcelona. There is no reason for Barcelona to fail Gavi and not renew his contract and put him more away from Pedri, because this is only going to benefit the club, Barcelona, and the national team, which is the Spanish national team. So hopefully everything does go well. We see the renewals of Gavi and Araujo happen as soon as possible. Maybe maybe this week, we never know. But anything new regarding these two players, we are going to be talking about it here immediately in this YouTube channel. Now, lastly, I do want to just transition towards Joan Laporta and that interview that I did talk about earlier in this video, because yes, he was talking about the Super League. He was talking about how Will Smith did that infamous slap against Chris Rock. And then he talked about Xavi Hernandez and Lionel Messi and so many things. But I do want to point out two things, because many of you guys have been asking me, hey Kevin, what does Joan Laporta mean by saying this certain statement? So let's talk about it, right? He did talk about him signing two players, and this is what he said, and I quote, "We have signed two players, one midfielder and one defender, but the names have been classified." So if you guys are wondering what those two players are, he is talking about Christensen and Kessie, two extraordinary signings that have been well studied. These are free transfers, and these are also two free transfers that have given the strength towards themselves and to Barcelona, and they said, yes, I am willing to get paid lower or get paid less only because I do want to go to Barcelona. That is what they have informed towards the agent, towards themselves, and they have said, I want to take the next step in my career sportingly, and even if that does have to come down to me taking a pay cut or get paid less, that is completely okay. And that is what makes these two players so extraordinary, is that these are two players that do want to play for Barcelona and are not coming here just for the sake of money. And this is great to see, because these are the type of players that Joan Laporta does want. Like this type of attitude that Joan Laporta has been giving out towards the media, right? The journalist. He has been saying, look, if you want to play for Barcelona, show it. We'll give you what we can. And if you want to take it, then you should take it. Like if you really want to come to Barcelona, of course, you're not going to be getting the best financial benefit from this club, but you will for sure achieve success in your career sportingly. And that is a good thing to see. That is what I want to see Joan Laporta stand for this Barcelona club, because over the past few years, the only thing that we have been seeing is these players coming into Barcelona just to grab some money, a big bag of cash, and then not even work in Barcelona. And yes, I do believe that the only reason why Laporta is so confident on saying that if you come to Barcelona, you will succeed and you have to show it, like the only reason why I am very confident that these players will succeed, it is because we finally do have a sporting project. We finally have a great coach that knows how to maximize players. Like these players are going to be looking at this Barcelona club and saying, oh, there is an opportunity there for me to grow as a player. Like this is why us seeing Luke de Jong, Aubameyang, and many of these players do so well is a great thing for Barcelona as a whole, because players are going to be looking at that and saying, wow, look how Luke de Jong has really transformed himself. Look at how Aubameyang is playing better than ever. Look at how Dembele has been showing his best side since 2017. Look at how Jordi Alba, Busquets, and Piqué, three players who have been considered as finished players, are playing better than they have ever been before. They're going to be looking at this as case studies, and they're going to want to join. That is why Joan Laporta is saying, if you want some of this pie, you better make sure you do show it. And so also when it comes to Salah and someone like Lewandowski, this is what Joan Laporta had to say. I won't say names, but all top players want to come here. I can't say if there's anything happening, because from the club, they would tell me that I disturbed the negotiations. I can't say what is real and what isn't. So for those of you guys who are wondering what's going to happen with Lewandowski or Salah, could they come to Barcelona? Right now, it's just very unclear. We do not know what's going to be happening. I think that, yes, of course, there are going to be options, but it's really going to be depending on Erling Haaland, whether he does come or not. I do believe that even though Barcelona are trying their best to keep this secretive, Barcelona do have a plan in place if Erling Haaland does not come. Meaning, if Haaland does not come, they do have a list of players they could go after. And yes, it could be someone like Lewandowski or someone like Salah, but as of now, I just think that right now, it is just all smoke but no fire. Let's first see what does happen with Lewandowski and him negotiating with Bayern Munich, and Salah looking at whether he does want to renew with Liverpool. Once we do get an answer from those two players with their clubs, then we can have a discussion whether this could happen, yes or no, and how would they fit within this Barcelona club. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.